And good evening. We are coming on the air with breaking news. Moments ago, our Richard Engel and his team capturing this, a new round of Iranian missiles streaming through the skies of Tel Aviv. This as Israel bombs what is believed to be one of Iran's last F-14 fighter jets. President Trump jumping into the high-stakes fray today, urging, quote, unconditional surrender from Iran as Israel ups its raid, saying, quote, we now have complete control of the skies over Iran. The president considering a possible U.S. strike on Iran, that according to multiple current and former administration officials. The question's now about if it's an effort to take out that critical reactor deep in a mountain in order to cripple their nuclear enrichment program. President Trump's message coming after he urged Iranians to flee. This video showing traffic jams inside of Tehran. We have coverage tonight from Israel to Washington, and that's where we begin with Peter Alexander at the White House.
Tonight, with the conflict between Iran and Israel escalating, President Trump, meeting with his national security team inside the Situation Room, is considering a range of options, including a possible U.S. strike on Iran, according to multiple current and former administration officials. It comes as the president is amping up his warnings to Iran, calling for its, quote, unconditional surrender. And in a blunt message to Iran's Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, saying we know exactly where the so-called supreme leader is hiding, but adding we are not going to take him out, kill, at least not for now, but we don't want missiles shot at civilians or American soldiers. Our patience is wearing thin. And after abruptly leaving the G7 overnight, President Trump is pressing Iran to back down.
And then a real end, not a ceasefire, and then giving up entirely. Is that okay too?
All of it a significant shift in tone for the president, who's repeatedly vowed he will not allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. But for weeks has backed diplomacy, urging the Iranians to make a deal, now indicating Iran may have missed its window.
I've been negotiating. They should have done the deal. I told them, do the deal. So I don't know. I'm not too much in a mood to negotiate.
President Trump today also declaring we now have complete and total control of the skies over Iran, though no U.S. forces or jets are participating in the Israeli strikes. Israel has damaged multiple Iranian nuclear enrichment sites, but has yet to strike the secretive Fordo facility buried deep beneath a mountain. That would likely require a U.S. warplane and an American 30,000-pound bunker-busting bomb, which Israel does not possess, a bomb that will not explode until it's underground. The vice president today saying that President Trump may decide he needs to take further action to end Iranian enrichment. Later noting the UN nuclear watchdog just determined Iran is not complying with its nuclear non-proliferation obligations.
If you want safety, part of safety, and I think all Americans want that, is ensuring that the worst people in the world don't have a nuclear bomb.
Peter joins us live tonight from the White House. Peter, just last week we were talking about efforts to get a deal with Iran. Now we're considering joining the war. What's behind the escalation?
Tom, President Trump had long been pushing for negotiations over bombings, but in the days before the Israeli strikes, multiple U.S. officials tell NBC News that he became convinced Israel's anxiety was warranted, and they say he did not want to be the president on whose watch Iran was able to obtain a nuclear weapon. Tom.
Peter Alexander for us. Now to the new strikes inside of Iran today by Israel, taking out Iranian fighter jets and missile launchers. I want to get right to Richard Engel and his team just witnessing a new Iranian strike on Tel Aviv. Richard joins us. And Richard, tell our viewers what just happened.
And right now, Iranian ballistic missiles are coming into Tel Aviv. You can see the Israeli air raid systems in operation right there. Some of the Iron Dome system going up, making interceptions. They are exploding at relatively high altitude just over the center of Tel Aviv. This is the second barrage we've heard just in the last few minutes.
Israel tonight is launching new strikes inside Iran, taking out Iranian F-14 fighter jets while still on the runway and destroying ballistic missile launchers in western Iran. Israel now declaring the Iranian military leadership is on the run and that it just killed Iran's most senior military commander, General Ali Shadmani, who had replaced another general Israel killed just 4 days ago. At a press conference tonight, Israel's foreign minister warning anyone in Iran to, quote, consider carefully before taking that job. And this from Israel's ambassador to the United States.
You're going to see some surprises on Thursday night and Friday.
Overnight, images of massive traffic jams as residents rushed out of Tehran. While we've now learned from sources on the ground, potential cyber attacks are hitting Iran's banking system, with some ATMs not working. Israel's military operation targeting Iran's nuclear program and its military leaders is now into day 5. Israel saying it's killed several top Iranian generals and 10 nuclear scientists. Today, Germany's chancellor praising Israel's operation, saying this is the dirty work Israel is doing for all of us. While China's President Xi saying all parties should work to de-escalate. Iran has launched missiles every day against Israel, some seen streaking through the skies out of the window of a passenger jet. Only a few were launched today.
I heard this ballistic missile explode around 9 o'clock this morning. It caused a major bang, but nobody was killed or injured here. Instead, a lot of buses. This is a bus depot just north of Tel Aviv, and the buses were totally charred.
Israel says Iran has launched 400 ballistic missiles at Israel since Friday. Air defenses have taken out most of them. Richard Engel, NBC News, Tel Aviv.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.